Second piece of this video here, I thought I'd show something. I've taken pictures of it, but it might be easier just to explain it. Basically, to get an LED in place of the incandescent bulb and to get it to look like it's actually sitting behind the frame there, it's just a warm white 5mm LED that I purchased from Rite Aid after the season, Christmas season that is, because every year they unload 60 strings of white LEDs, both in bright white and warm white, for about $7. That's $7 for 60 LEDs. So, needless to say, they're only a couple of pennies a piece when you boil it down, comparatively. And what you do to get it to fit in there, basically, is this. You take the LED out of its container, its package, if you will. See if I can get it to focus in on those LEDs there. Come on, there you go. Alright, on the left is the actual LED taken out of the little green holder that most Christmas lights are in. In the middle is the effect after you take a saw and cut off the tip of it, which is where your focus lens is. On the right hand side is the actual bezel in the FA2 that it comes with from the factory. Now there's two trains of thought here. One, I want an individual headlight in the front, but I also want to have the marker lights for the marker boards and number boards to operate separately from the headlight. Doesn't make sense because they don't operate that way. When the headlight goes dim and or turns off, the number boards just don't shut off. So in light of that, I created a small miniature LED with barn doors, as they call them, as you can see right there. And let's see if I can get this to focus in. There you go. And if you turn it around, one of the things you do is you paint the back black. Okay, this will glue to the original configuration inside, the basic plastic which deflected the headlight both to the headlight and to the number boards. This will glue to the number board piece because now the LED is actually in front of that in the frame of the engine, as you see it here. So now you can operate them both separately, and since the FA2 didn't have any backup light, at least I haven't noticed it yet until I give it a little research, because the shark noses actually did. On this particular decoder, since it's a pretty simplistic decoder, I'll just use the backlight control on the yellow wire to be able to turn on and off the number boards, and we'll map that to an F4 or F5, and the headlight will work as it always does. So the number boards can remain on the whole time regardless of the status of the light. So that's project number 2, and yes, the redding is still sitting there. So far, half of the cab is painted yellow. This evening I'll paint the green and then get the lighting in that, and we'll see how that turns out.